please.
Hello. Oh, I did the wrong one.
Oh,
We're
no.
on this one because Brandon's with us because he's not on assignment.
I'm
No.
here. Yay. Oh.
We got the new podcat. Podcat's gonna leave, I think, because my lap is not comfortable enough for him. Oh God! But at the same time, I can move my legs now.
Oh, Katie. Katie's here.
Hello,
Yay.
Katie. I'm
She
British
eating
now
bread?
because.
Or is that not?
Oh
done
yeah,
yet?
yeah. Adam's making focaccia bread, and I can't wait to see pictures of it. And I'll never be able to eat it, but at least I can see the pictures of it. Hello, Jack.
Thanksgiving will be here.
Yeah, he has to.
That
make
might
all
be
the
a
things.
requirement for him to get in the door.
But usually it's the scones that he makes. Those lavender scones.
Scones.
That are really good. Or scone.
How did we skip like two? It went from
Because one is so good that you had to skip two.
I don't
Just kidding.
understand.
Maybe I'm too now.
Everything has to be rated nowadays. Oh, he says it's okay. I know how Adam feels. Every time I cook something, I'm like, it's okay. Sure. And then Mike's like, it's great. I'm like, what? You have to say that legally.
I do not legally have to say it.
Legally. That's what these rings are for. You legally have to.
Okay. So what you're telling me is whenever I make a drink for you.
And I have to be like, that's great.
God, I hate that.
No,
Just
I'm kidding.
Tell me
I've told
sucks.
you before where I've been like, offering some to the neighbors. Gosh, you guys are
How
so
is
like...
it that like the neighbors get it before we get it?
Because we're 2.5 hours away or so.
That's only. Come on, it's not bad. 2.5 hours is nothing.
I
That's
think,
less than one Lord of the Rings movie.
It's true.
I think they should have gotten in the car,
Driven
like
all the way down
put it
here.
in something where it stays warm, so that when we get here, when they get here, we open it up and you see the steam rise up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, cool.
Anyway, all right. Should we get this show on the road?
Yeah. What's my drink called?
Here you go.
All right.
You need a
Okay.
reminder. There
Yeah,
you go.
you stole
I'm
it.
pretty sure I did my drink name last year because it's just funny every time. Anyway, Brandon, give me a count. Hello, ahoy, matey. The good ship Proctor has showed up.
So much is going on.
I know.
All right, and
give
then
me
5,
count it.
4.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Cosmos with Cosmos. I'm Liz.
I'm Mike.
I'm Brandon.
And this episode, we have a high in the sky for November 2025.
I can't believe it's already November.
I know, we just finished Halloween, and now it's just a
straight
all
shot
downhill
Christmas.
until next year now, apparently.
Yeah.
But anyway, what are you drinking today?
Oh, we're jumping right into
yeah, I'm
that?
just gonna jump
Right
right into
into
what
it,
we're
yeah.
drinking. Why not?
What's mine called? Mine is called the
Jesus.
Super Void.
Ooh, that's cool.
There's a void in your memory for remembering
Yeah,
a drink.
pretty
Hey.
Well, originally I was like, if I just do peach tea, then I can say it's like devoid of any alcohol, so it'd be super void.
Oh, that would have been
yeah, that's nice, yeah.
smart and
Yeah, but I didn't go that route. So now it's devoid of mixers, which actually may be kind of true. All right, so this really is a dessert drink that I think I will have once a month.
But turn it
at
around so
most.
the cool skull faces the camera, because even though it's not
Oh, that's
Halloween,
cool.
There we
skulls
go.
are fun.
It has peach whiskey because we don't have peach bourbon.
Yeah.
So it has peach whiskey, peach bitters. It has brown sugar, cinnamon syrup, and it's got peach syrup. And I feel like and a hint of
A whisper.
vanilla extract.
Oh, wow.
Because if you put too much,
Yeah,
it'd kill you.
Can't have that, yeah.
yeah.
So it's the goal was a peach cobbler and a drink.
And it does. It's very rich. It's very desserty. Brandon, what are you drinking?
So I'm going goblin mode. I have my water. I have my sesame sweet bun tea, which was delightful.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
And then my Interstellar Wanderer, which I had to get the bottom of the barrel for ingredients because this is Jack and root beer.
Okay.
Godspeed.
All right.
Godspeed.
You know what? Root beer is my favorite. If I were to drink a soda, usually like a root beer Dr. Pepper situation.
I don't know the last time I had a root beer,
Yeah, I haven't had root
and
beer
I
in so
and
long.
I think sipping the root beer was more difficult than sipping the Jack.
To me,
It's
root
strong.
beer is too sweet, which is saying
Oh,
something.
okay.
Which when all right, at the company that Brandon and I work at, when before I went into support,
Uh-huh.
anytime that there was a win in sales, um, Kirk would break out root beer, and we'd have to have root beer, and
It's adorable.
it's just
Adorably Mormon.
it's like, why don't we just do beer?
um, Meanwhile, I am drinking the Full Beaver.
Ah, yeah.
There's a cinnamon stick in there and some cinnamon on top. This is basically bourbon, apple juice, brown sugar syrup,
Angostura bitters.
Angostura bitters. So it's basically kind of like
Wow.
an apple brown sugar old fashioned esque kind
Yeah,
of.
you said apple
Delightful.
apple
And it's
juice,
very
right?
nice. I had this last night, but it had maple syrup in it. We just
Mm.
ran out of
And
maple
we're out of
syrup.
maple syrup. So
Yes, it's very fall.
it's very what?
Fall.
Oh,
You know,
I
fall. We're
heard
in
sad
November.
because I
It's
was
like
paying
I,
attention
it's
to
it would
that.
go well with like a pumpkin pie.
Oh,
Kind
Susanna
of
has joined
situation.
us. Yeah, that would
Hello,
go with
Susanna.
a pumpkin pie.
Let's see.
So,
Jack is drinking some dark chocolate caramel cocoa. He had the chocolate for a test of his chocolate fondue recipe.
of course, naturally,
Of
yeah.
course. And Katie's got some pineapple sparkling water. I'm a big sparkling water fan. I don't know what it is. It always tastes like weird to me. But anyway, and Susanna is putting Brandon on the hook for some trivia.
I don't
As the
recall this.
trivia
All right, so
master.
when we have these conversations in the hangover, if they're not written down or reminded later on, they're not going to be remembered.
That's very true. That's very true. We have a very hard time remembering. Even when I'm like I don't really edit the episode, but when I'm putting it up on like Spotify or whatever for like the Hangover, when I get there to do a little description of the Hangover, I'm like, what
What the fuck
happened?
do we
What
talk
did we
about?
talk about? I have to like skim through it
That's
a bit and
dangerous.
listen to see what we talked
I
about.
think if you were to say we talked about everything,
We
then
just usually I'm like it's like when I just can't figure it out or I don't feel like listening to a lot of it back. I'm just like it's shenanigans, our typical shenanigans. And Elizabeth has coffee and water.
to be
Ooh.
fair, Susanna, I did say something to him. I even have the chat message to prove it.
And you can
And
check
then
out
it's like,
you can check out the episode that Susanna was a guest for on Spotify and YouTube. It's out now. Speaking of which, follow us on all the things,
All the things.
at Cosmos with Cosmos, pretty much everywhere at Drinking Cosmos on Twitter, and follow some of our friends that we like and do cool shit, like Katie Wildixia on Etsy, Ron Proctor, MrProctorShow.com, and Jack over at the Rolling Bluffs Planetarium in Council Bluffs, Iowa. If you're in the area of the Midwest, that
And
is in.
what
Check
is it?
him out.
Like
Oh,
and
like and
subscribe.
subscribe. Like and
Oh.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like
The
and
thing.
subscribe. As Susanna would say, like and subscribe,
Like and
everybody. Like and
I
subscribe.
better see some comments.
And also like and subscribe on YouTube and whatnot to check out our shots of astronomy, which are called The Shot. Just 10 minutes of some cool, interesting, fun facts and
Have we
topics
hit
and
10
whatever.
Yeah, what's your topic on today, Mike? We're recording
we're
shots
not.
after this.
Hey, the All Blacks beat Ireland
Hey!
yesterday, so we'll be talking about that.
Yeah,
And
sweet.
since there are rules in sports, there are some rules on the show. A little drinking
Nice
game,
segue.
if you will. Thank you very much. If we make any Star Wars or Lord of the Ring references, take a drink. We've just got rid of the dog barking one because it rarely happens, I guess, nowadays and whatnot.
But
I got
but
my
Jack
Mr.
did
Baggins
do
right
it.
behind me, so it may happen.
Did bark. I don't know if you guys could hear it because I think the noise canceling is pretty good, but he did.
All right, so let's start this episode on moon people,
Let's
I
get
assume.
high in the sky for November 2025. While the Earth is still here. Now, for the constellation highlight of November, I chose a dim constellation in it's kind of northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, maybe mostly southern hemisphere, but it spans the breadth of the hemispheres, and that is
The Brett.
I don't know.
The breadth.
I'm being fancy.
like-
I'm good with that. I'm good with
Thank
it.
you. And that is Eridanus, the river.
Hey.
Because a river flows through it. The hemispheres of the sky. Anyway, of course, the most famous kind of river that is talked about in the night sky would be that of the Milky Way, our galaxy, which a lot of cultures have seen as a river across the sky of various things, mainly some milk as well.
Yes,
River
want
milk.
to talk about Tanabata with that one.
Yeah, it's Milky Way. Now, Eridanus, the river, it is the sixth largest constellation.
But it is the longest.
But it is the longest.
Okay.
It is
Now,
the
is it
longest.
largest by like area code, like the amount of stars that are visible in it?
No.
I would say like probably
just the amount of
surface
the
area of
size.
the sky.
size the degrees it takes
Surface
up of
degrees.
the
Not
sky.
the zip code of the skies.
Not
Square
the
degrees.
zip codes. No, in fact, a lot of the stars are actually pretty dim in the constellation, so it's not necessarily
Water
like
related.
a very notable one, so to speak. It is water related. In fact,
All water related
that
are dim.
portion of the sky where Eridanus is located, there's a lot of water constellations there. So you have Aquarius, you have Pisces,
okay.
you have the little Pisces, you have
The other Pisces?
the little Pisces, Pisces Australis, I think. I don't know, and whatever
minnows.
other
Wow.
water ones.
Now we
that are
got the
over there.
entire southern hemisphere
Yeah,
just angry
pissed
at us
off
now.
at us. Whatever.
There's not minnows.
It's fine.
Full on fish.
I don't know why they're water. I guess I don't know. It's just a water section. People were feeling watery. They wanted to go for a swim. I don't know. why it is the water area of the sky, and that's a good question that I should probably look up and find out, maybe in the Hangover, if I can remember. Keep us on track for things we need to look up to talk about in the Hangover.
Yeah.
Your secretary of the show.
Write it down.
Write it down. But this constellation, it's said to be based on the real Po River.
The what river?
Po River in Italy.
Po.
The Po.
The Po. Tato. That would be a drink.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
But it's also the name of a minor river in Athens, for the Greeks, which has the same name, Eridanus. And it's actually, the Po River is the longest river in Italy. So, there you go.
Oh my God, that is great. That is great.
Is that
Water,
an Avatar?
Earth,
That's
fire,
the one.
air.
Yep,
Long ago,
there we
4
go.
nations. Yes. I've raised her right.
Yes, you did a good job. There are some stars that are, of course, in the constellation. Constellations are generally made up of stars that we just make patterns up with. The Alpha star in Eridanus is Acamar. It is a blue-white main sequence star that's 144 light years away, and its name means the river's end, which I thought was really
so
cool.
Oh, that's daunting.
I was like, ooh, the river's end. What happens at the end of the river? But a weird fact about this star, Acamar, is that it is one of the flattest stars known. Now, before you flat earthers get excited about this, it just means that it is 50% wider in diameter at the equator than it is at the poles.
Okay.
So that's what it means by flat, because it's spinning very rapidly, so that equator is bulged out. So it's more ovoid, I would say, than completely spherical. But it's not actually
Is it
flat.
it's more oblate?
Oblate.
Is
Whatever
that
the
the
word
word?
is for it.
Is that the word?
Oblate's a good word. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, So, so it's like, an ice skater spinning really, really fast.
Cool.
But except ice skaters don't get like fat around the middle when they're spinning. Maybe they do, just really imperceptibly. Anyway.
All right.
Curiosity is a scientist. The next star in Eridanus is Beta Eridani. It's a blue-white star as well. It's about 89 light years away, and it is the foot of Orion, or it's kind of below the foot of Orion, so it's called the footstool.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's kind of sad. That sucks for
He's-
him being a footstool. They should name
He's-
him Jeb. Jep.
Oh,
Sorry, Jep.
Jep. I was like, wait a minute. Jep. That makes more sense.
Jep. Check out our episode on Tycho Brahe for that reference, or anytime we talk about Tycho Brahe for a Jep. Jep.
So like every other episode.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, ice skaters do not get fatter.
Oh.
Yeah, but have they measured the imperceptible
No, they
tidal
haven't.
effect of
Have,
spinning
have,
really
have
fast?
they measured the imperceptible? No.
That's just AI. Just
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Another star we have is Theta Eridani, called Acamar. It's a binary star, 161 light years away. And then we have Epsilon Eridani, or Ran, or Ran, however you want to pronounce that A.
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
And this is actually, I'm sorry, not a star. Well, it's a star, but it has an exoplanet that is similar to Jupes.
Jupes.
It's about 10.5 light years away, and the planet has a 7-year orbit around the sun.
That's really close.
So
that's real close.
No, it's not.
It's close.
It's like Jupiter, between Jupiter and Saturn. A little farther than Jupiter.
A
10.5 light years?
7-year orbit?
The planet?
No, I was saying 10.5 light years is really close.
Oh, yeah, no, 10.5 light years is close to the Earth. Yes.
Okay, because the last thing she said was the planet distance, and you go, that's really close.
The 7-year orbit, that is,
that's
means
just
the
a little
planet
further than
is...
Jupiter. 7 years?
Really? Wait. Oh, 7-year orbit. I got you. Okay.
Wait a minute.
No, I get you. What's
It's
Jupiter's orbit? 11 years?
It's closer than Jupiter. Jupiter's 12 years. So
12 years. Okay,
it's
so it's
than
like,
Jupiter.
all right.
But further than
so
Mars.
it's not too far out. I was thinking the wrong way. Anyway. Okay. Cool. Now, of course, there's more than stars in there. In fact, this one you can take a drink for, because in the deep sky of Eridanus is the supervoid. It's called the Eridanus supervoid, and this is an area with no galaxies. That's creepy as fuck.
So, is it like a galactic eating caterpillar somewhere out there in space is eating galaxies?
Maybe, or it's
a
like
giant
Pac-Man
caterpillar
situation that's going around and getting all the.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be creepy. It can be cute. Like it's a little space koala eating galaxies.
But imagine just like this huge area of space with nothing around you.
That I would love to know physics.
Yeah. Well, this supervoid was discovered in 2007. It has a diameter of 1 billion light years. There is a 1 billion light years of space with no galaxies in it. A billion light years of space.
Huge. Holy shitballs.
It's the second largest supervoid, second to the giant void in Canis Venatici. They're dogs. And it was discovered by connecting a cold spot. Now, when I say a cold spot, I don't really mean like it's like a cold spot. It's just like a slight temperature variation that they saw in the cosmic microwave background, the CMV. And they were able to connect that cold spot to an absence of radio galaxies. And so they were like, oh, hey, there's fucking nothing over there.
Sorry, that's cool.
It's cool. So yeah, I was like, that's interesting and terrifying at the same time. I don't know why it's terrifying, but it's...
Well, I mean, there's nothing there.
Then really nobody can hear you
scream. Everywhere we look in the universe, there's something there, right? And so...
Yeah, you take the Hubble Deep Field or the James Webb Deep Field, and it's like a quarter area of the sky, and there's like 10 million fucking galaxies in that tiny little spot.
So our Milky Way is what, 125,000 light years in diameter? Is that about right?
100.
Yeah.
100,
so
000,
it's
125.
It's like what, 12 or Milky Ways in diameter? More than that? That's quick math.
It's more than. No, it's more than that. 125,000. So that's 10% of a million, which is
for the.
Yeah, so you're talking about like 10,000. I mean, 10,000ths of our Milky Way.
I really want that meme 10, with all the math equations to pop up right now on the screen.
I mean,
make that button list.
But
yeah, that's a lot of galaxies lined up that are just not there.
I know, a lot of nothing. So, but also in Eridanus is the Orion Molecular Cloud Complex, or part of it, actually.
Sounds like a Dwight D. Eisenhower phrase.
And this is like almost the kind of the opposite.
That's a good reference right there.
I was listening. Almost the opposite of the void, because it's like either an ancient supernova remnant or it's a gas cloud that's lit up by Rigel and Orion. So there's a lot of activity happening there. Maybe not filled with like a bunch of galaxies and stuff, but you know, you have something happening versus absolutely nothing happening for 1 billion light years.
I like the idea of nothing happening. So how
that sounds
cold
nice.
would it be there since it's so far from everything? Well, since nothing's there, it's going to be about...
It's going to be pretty much the coldest you could get.
Well, it's going to be the cosmic background. So, 2.5 degrees.
Kelvin?
Above absolute zero.
Of Kelvin?
Of Lord Kelvin, yeah.
Of Lord Kelvin fame. 2 degrees of Lord Kelvin.
It's pretty much absolute zero. You're just talking, like, less than 10 degrees above absolute zero. So 10 degrees Fahrenheit.
So you're talking, real fucking cold.
Really?
Real cold.
Yeah.
Unimaginably cold.
I mean, imperceptibly cold.
But what's crazy, though, is you do have a lot of just radiation that's kind of flying through there. You know?
Just zipping around. Yeah, you still got, like, neutrinos and shit traveling through that space. You just don't have, like, the big physical stuff.
Right, so...
There's quantum happening.
Quantum's happening, yeah. So, I mean, temperature is just to measure the average speed at which things are kind of bouncing around.
And you got 1 billion light years, so there's got to be a couple of rogue stars out there, right? They're ejected from their old galaxies, just kind of wandering the abyss like that. Maybe that's where the Reavers live. You thought about that?
Nice, nice Firefly.
Took me a second to get there.
Right there. Yeah, I mean, well, if there are rogue stars or anything in there, would we be able to?
Wait a minute, how far away is this thing?
Oh.
It's 1 billion.
I didn't write down the distance, but it's 1 billion light years in diameter.
I just want an episode on that. That's fascinating.
It is really fascinating.
I would bet that.
No, we don't drink for Nathan Fillion references, but that is it was a good reference.
That could be a new rule, though. We could replace a dog bark with that
with a random Nathan Fillion reference.
Which that would be like once. What is this? Our 7th season? So 1 in 7 seasons.
One every 141 episodes.
Yeah, I mean. Depending on how far away it is, like, can you detect a little rogue individual star?
Yeah.
That's just kind of floating around out there.
Now, if that star went supernova, we could detect it.
Yeah.
Right?
You can detect that, but that's an entirely different process.
That's true.
I mean, that is kicking out a lot of light for that.
Absolutely not changing it to when you comet we drink, Susanna, because we want to keep our livers halfway functioning.
Which mine probably isn't already, but yeah, because you would every 2 seconds you would say, "Take a drink."
She knows how to use that.
Take a drink.
Okay, now of course so we have the super void in Eridanus, but there are some notable galaxies hanging out in the direction of this constellation. We have NGC 1300. This is a face-on barred spiral that is 61 to 65 light years away. There's little variance in distance there. It is 130,000 light years across.
All right.
And it's part of the Eridanus cluster of 200 galaxies. So it's part of a larger cluster of galaxies. And Brandon's boy Herschel discovered it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I did.
And what's interesting about this galaxy is that the core, so it's face on barred spiral. So we're basically seeing it like this versus an edge on, which we would see like this if you're watching the video.
Face on is right? I mean, what is it?
Face on.
Face on.
Face on.
Yeah. So
as opposed to edge on.
A good example of an edge on galaxy, by the way, the Sombrero Galaxy. It's one of my favorite fucking galaxies.
There you go.
So if you want an idea of what an edge on galaxy looks like, Google Sombrero Galaxy. But NGC 1300 is face on, so we get a good look at that central portion of it, that central barred central spiral region, and what they actually see in it is a grand design spiral structure that is 3,300 light years across in the central area. So it's almost like spiral galaxy inception, because you have like in the center there's like there's the Sombrero Galaxy that Mike pulled up there on his phone in the video. So you see like a mini spiral structure in the core and then you see the main spiral structure. And a grand spiral means it's like a almost perfect spiral structure. And they see that with these large galaxies that are in these barred spiral galaxies in the core. So I was gonna do pictures, and then I forgot I was doing pictures, and then I didn't have time to do pictures.
I wish they wouldn't call it like grand design.
No, it does look like an Evergale in the center, though. So it's an Evergale design.
There you go. Nice.
For all you Elden Ring fans.
There you go. Now, of course, with these constellations, some mythology behind them. In Babylonian, Eridanus was the star of Eridu, And Eridu was the ancient city, an ancient city in southern Babylonia, and it was sacred to their god Enki-Ea. I'm not going to pronounce any of this correctly, so whatever. And they're long dead, so they don't
Yeah,
care
I was
about
going to
it.
say they're not here.
Which
They're not
was
watching.
this god was the ruler of the abyss.
Oh, nice.
Great movie, also. And so it's like, and so it, the abyss was a mythical freshwater reservoir that was below the surface. So I was like, ooh, the abyss. And then I thought of the movie Abyss, which also was underwater. I was like, oh, hey, connection. Connected to pop culture. Enki-Ea, ruler of the abyss. And the abyss, I guess, also could be then that dark void in Eridanus.
There we go. It's all coming together.
So in Greek, it's Eridanus, the river. It's connected to the myth surrounding Phaethon. Phaethon is how that is spelled, and that's how I'm pronouncing it.
It's
Phaethon.
like the comet that does one of the meteor showers, Phaethon 3200.
Oh.
I don't remember which one it is, though.
Better no comment. So in the myth for Phaethon, he basically stole Helios, the sky god. He stole his chariot. I believe he's his son. He stole his chariot, and he was fucking driving around like a madman. Not very good. And he's causing all kind of havoc. And so Zeus was like, I'll take care of this shit. And so he struck him down with a lightning bolt, as Zeus does, because he couldn't control the chariot, and it did kill him. And later, the Eridanus was connected to the path of souls, I guess, going down
Underworld,
to the underworld. Yeah, flowing,
going to that
the path,
end star,
going to the river Styx, maybe. To then.
So now you know what's at the end.
At the end of the star, at the end of the river, is the path of souls. So, and you're either going to Tartarus or the Elysian Fields. So, good luck.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Where would you go?
Well, depends which version of hell. If it's modern, then hell is great. Yeah, that's where all the cool people are. If it's Greek, based on what I watched from Xena and Hercules, I'll take the Elysian Fields, because then I can just frolic in a meadow all day, and that sounds nice. Anyway. In India, it is known as Srotaswini in Sanskrit. Apologies. And also...
Okay, next year when I go to India, I'm going to have to answer that for the whole country.
You'll be arrested. Also, connect to the river... the Ganges in India. And China, okay, they only see the northern part of Eridanus.
Oh, you better get that right. I'm going soon.
And so that part is associated with part of the white tiger of the west for them.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I kept it easy. It easy with that one.
I'll be able to get into and out of the country.
And a couple random facts about Eridanus is that there is a U.S. Navy cargo ship and a French cargo liner named for it.
Huh.
Nice. USS Eridanus.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I was like, this is
you
random.
think like all the
Navy people?
The boat drivers have to know the whole story.
Boat drivers?
I don't know what at all.
The boat drivers.
The captains?
It's like old-timey Mark Twain going down with a steamboat. The little boat drivers.
Telling stories about the Eridanus.
I mean, that's what they ought to do every Friday night. In the mess hall, they just like tell stories about... Like Greek stories.
Hey, Carl, get the boat driver down here. I want to hear the one about Eridanus again. All right, now, Eridanus, of course, the constellations are not the only thing that are up in the night sky at night. But we do have some planets that are up in November. Some wanderers, if you will. Mercury, good old Mercs, the closest planet to the sun, smallest planet in the solar system. Tough to see when you have shit on your horizon. But at the end of November, it will be rising 90 minutes before sunrise. So this is the best time to view it. Still, we probably won't see it because we still
Susanna's got a chance.
But Susanna does have a chance. If you are in a flatter area, with not a lot on your horizon, then your chances are better. Mars for November. It's a no dice.
So for those of you on the podcast and not watching on YouTube, Liz blew into her hand, acting as if she was rolling dice.
She, I think, has been waiting all week to do that.
No, I've been waiting about like an hour and a half to do that. So no dice for Mars. Not gonna be up for November. Venus, however, rises 1 hour before sunrise. So not the best viewing month, but there is a chance if you got nothing on your horizon to check out Venus. And Venus typically is pretty bright and obvious. So
we actually,
there you go.
We have a shot with Venus because it shows through the glare.
We have a nice little
window into the cosmos.
Yeah.
But it really pops in that glare.
However, Jupiter and Saturn putting on a show. Susanna's seen them putting on a show this month. Jupiter will rise in the northeast around 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. It's up all night long, and it'll actually all right. It'll be hanging out with the Gemini twins, Castor and Pollux.
Hell yeah!
And then Saturn, it will rise in the southeast.
You said that with like so much excitement.
Fuck yeah, Castor and Pollux!
Hang out with Jupiter Joops. Getting crazy tonight.
Saturn rises in the southeast before sunset. I'm sorry. It'll be up most of the night, and by the end of the month, it'll set around midnight.
Susanna sent me a video of Saturn.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh nice.
On her phone.
Cool. Good job. Saturn and Jupes are pretty good sights to see, especially Jupiter, I would say. I mean, Saturn through a telescope is.
Yeah.
Jupiter through a telescope also.
Yeah, but Saturn is amazing.
Because it's got those rings, and we can't see Jupiter's rings through a telescope. Well, we can if we have like a Voyager or some shit that flies by it, and it's backlit with the sunlight.
Yeah, well that's the thing. It's got to be backlit.
But Saturns are great. In fact, I didn't write it down because I was like, well, it might not be relevant to most people, and I skipped it. But there is a day in November where we will be looking edge on. Equator on with Saturn.
We're crossing.
Apply directly to the forehead.
So, so Saturn's rings will appear to kind of disappear because they're very thin compared to Saturn, and so we cannot see them if we look at it edge on. Susanna says, I saw Jupiter at my first party that I won at, and I was like, that's Jupiter. Yeah. She was just drunk and saw a very bright thing. But right, according to her star app. So
there you go.
You know what? I think subconsciously you just knew, Susanna.
Yeah, and
she
also
won. It was a Halloween.
It
was a Halloween contest.
I won at.
She won a Halloween.
She won a Halloween contest. She didn't only just win one; she won 3 in a row. All 3 that she went to, she won. So
I thought it was went at. Okay.
You know what? We've been really lazy this past 2 years with our Halloween game.
Have been.
We gotta up it up.
We do need to up it up.
Anyway, but it's November now, so we have to wait until next year.
I say we do it all year.
Okay, all right.
Be that one house in the neighborhood that always decorate for Halloween.
Yeah, so somebody shows up at the door, and stands at the door, Gandalf.
Every time.
Every time.
The next time the Jehovah's come.
The Jehovah's, and not just Gandalf. And they're going to be like, it's God. And you're like, no, I'm Gandalf.
Speaking of dressing up every single day, Salt Lake has a wizard. His name is Ten. Did you guys ever see Ten when you were over here?
No, I don't think so.
So he's always dressed up in like a black robe. He carries this magnificent, huge staff with like string and rope coming out of it. And he just wanders Salt Lake every single day. And he's like an icon now. So you always say hi, take pictures. It's great. So we have a local wizard named Ten.
That's awesome.
Does he?
Go 10.
Does he do good with fireworks?
That's my assumption.
Okay.
But usually fireworks are frowns around here because things catch on fire.
Yeah, they still do it. Mormons love their.
I've been told it may not be 10. He may be 7. He might be 7 of 10. We'll need to double check.
All right. Well, formidable either way. All right. Back to the night sky. Oh my God, Jack was Ariel, a redneck Ariel. Oh my.
What?
This is amazing.
Oh, I don't see it in the chat.
He was a redneck Ariel. Oh God, that's beautiful, and I can totally tell you would pull that off really nicely. All right, celestial events for November. Back on track. We're getting very hangovery. November 5th is the full moon, and also a supermoon.
Supermoon.
Yay!
What is the name of the moon?
The full moon for November is the beaver moon.
Yay!
Because November is the time. November is the time when you want to trap those beavers. It is the second of 3 supermoons for 2025. Obviously, we have got 1 month left in the year.
To get your mom's reaction when she watches this.
I love that 3-second pause and we just didn't know what to do.
So the next supermoon, next full moon will be a supermoon as well in December. It will be the last supermoon of the year. And I mean, you can't. I mean, a beaver joke is always fun. You can't.
I mean, we're all perpetually in middle school, right? So
especially when it comes, I mean, come on, space is the best place.
Space is the best place. I agree.
All right, there are some meteor showers in November. The 11/4th, November 4th through the 5th, the Taurid meteor shower peaks.
The 4th through the 5th?
The 4th through the 5th, the Taurids.
So, you missed it, everybody.
You missed
Except
it.
for you
By
guys
the
that are
time,
watching
well,
right
if you're
now.
watching now, you're cool. But when this comes out on Saturday, you missed it. 5 to 10 meters per hour at the peak, and it actually comes from two different streams of debris. It comes from asteroid 2004 TG10. The asteroid discovered in 2004. I can tell you that much.
Right.
And comet 2P Encke. 2P Encke. Comet.
So we have the Encke gap in Saturn's ring. So I'm assuming Encke was the guy who discovered it, and also one of the gaps in the rings.
Yes. So asteroids and comet debris coming together to form a show for us.
But
that's nice.
Also share an orbit.
Well, or they cross maybe. They cross
Like
in that
right where we
in that debris.
But I always thought that comets and asteroids were houses divided, and we're not allowed to get together like that.
Unity, equality, equity.
Yeah, I mean,
this is DEI of the solar system right here.
Love is love, man.
Love is love. But the problem with this meteor shower, however, is that the full moon, bummer.
And what moon is that?
The full beaver moon.
Fucking beaver moon.
Man.
Oh, God. I think Susanna just laughed.
Anyway, all right. November 17th, however, November 17th, we have the Leonids peaking.
Cool.
The Leonid meteor shower. You have up to 15 meteors per hour, so not too shabby. And there will be a thin crescent moon. So that means that it'll be a pretty good show. Now, what's really fun about this meteor shower, however, though, is that every 33 years, there could be up to hundreds of meteors per hour. Like, it has a burst. But the last time this happened was in 2001.
Is that 33 years ago yet?
No, it was not.
But we're getting closer.
We are getting
closer. And the debris from for this meteor shower comes from Comet Temple Tuttle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Temple Tuttle.
Temple Tuttle. All right, so that's pretty much what's going on in the night sky for November. You know,
thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it.
Good stuff. No, we're not done yet, because there's more things that are happening in the world of the night sky. There's news, astronomy news, and you hear it here first on Cosmos with Cosmos. That was perfect. I loved it. All right, so
or last.
I found some fun articles that I thought were pretty interesting. In fact, we were just talking about meteor showers. So, taking a drink for those listening. Like and subscribe, everyone.
We need like Liz taking a drink music.
It's like a little ditty.
Like a little bumper music.
So, first one, Awakening an Interstellar Wanderer. Take a drink.
My God, why would you awaken an interstellar wanderer? That's just H.P. Lovecraft waiting to happen.
It really actually it is. Surprising nickel detection in Comet 3I Atlas. Hey. So
the one just passing through.
It's passing through recently. It's been in the news. This comet. And so apparently they've seen glowing nickel vapor in the gas surrounding the comet, otherwise known as the coma of the comet. And what's weird though is that it's typically too cold for metals to just vaporize like that. It at the first observation of this, it was at 3.88 AU. 3.88 astronomical units, which is 4 times the Earth's distance to the sun at this
93 million
initial
miles.
observation
Okay.
of this. Okay, so it's pretty fucking far away from the sun, meaning it's pretty cold out there. So part of the weirdness to this was they didn't detect any iron. I really didn't understand that part, but I figured I'll throw that in for anybody. But so they're basically seeing that, okay, nickel is being released at processes that work at lower temperatures than they would initially assume it to happen. And so that means that the nickel is actually bound within special types of molecules that break apart when exposed to sunlight, rather than the direct transformation of the metal straight into a gas. So the nickel is actually coming from other molecules, basically, that are breaking apart.
Sublimation
So
of
this
the
asteroid,
Yeah,
this asteroid is weak against sunlight.
comet.
So,
All
comet is
comets
weak
are
against
weak
sunlight.
against sunlight.
Right.
It's a vampire.
There we go.
Thank you. So normally, like, they're at really cold as the comets get closer to the sun, like the metals in them, they basically go from a solid to a gas. It's called sublimation. And so what they're actually seeing is that it's that at where they saw this initial observation, it's too cold for like nickel itself to do that, to turn directly into a gas. So that means that it's bound within other molecules that are breaking apart from the sunlight at that distance.
So do they know what molecules it could be associated with that would...
They did, but it was
sublimate?
like a lot of things that I didn't put in here. But
A lot of different molecules.
yeah, with long like names and shit. So I was like,
Yeah.
that's too into the weeds. But this is interesting, and it helps us learn about
Meanwhile,
objects
I
that
ask
come.
in the weeds question.
Yeah, it helps us helps us to learn about objects that come from other star systems, especially when we can't travel there, because this comet is not from our solar system.
Nope. It's a wanderer.
Ooh.
What was stuff about iron? I missed that.
They didn't find a presence of iron. I guess iron would be associated in some way as a thing. That I don't know. It was one of the things I should have put a little bit more,
I guess,
into that, but
well, wherever this thing came from, maybe iron was not...
yeah,
Um,
it wasn't there. So this
Yeah.
also helps distinguish, like, all right, the building blocks of planetary systems similar to our own or different between various stellar environments. So it
That'd
came
be
from
neat.
somewhere else, so
Yeah.
different materials formed it, and so they're not seeing certain materials, and then they are seeing that there are metals that are, that are part of other molecules that are then sublimating.
I wonder where this comet came from. Like, these, like,
Don't ask those
little
questions.
asteroids.
Don't ask those questions.
The occasional,
wanna
like,
know?
asteroid or comet that comes through.
Yeah, it just passes by. That's
Yeah,
just like, hey
it's
guys,
like-
how's
Yeah.
it going over here?
Like, you can see, like, where it has come from out to, like, maybe a certain distance.
Yeah, but you don't know
Right.
exactly
But
where it
then-
originated from.
Right, but you don't know where it originated from.
Or how old it is.
Yeah.
How old it is. You also don't know, like, you can only see from, like, a certain distance. And it's being influenced by other stars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's changed directions many times.
Yeah. I know.
So, and then it's passing by us, and we're going to change its direction. So,
Physics, man. Shit.
hey, I love me some physics.
All right.
That was impressive.
All right. Okay, so this article I found for the history buff in me. Ancient Maya astronomers accurately predicted solar eclipses centuries in advance. I love it.
Man.
I love it when science happens like
They're
thousands
good
of
at
years
numbers.
before science should actually happen. This came from, oh, by the way, the last article came from space.com. This article comes from Archaeology News Online magazine.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So the study...
We get our news from everywhere
Yes,
here.
we do. It's called Google. So The study examines there's a famous eclipse table of the Dresden Codex, which is a 12th century CE Maya manuscript. And so the researchers, they presumed that the 405-month cycle in the Codex was designed exclusively for eclipse prediction. It's
Okay.
not. It's not, apparently.
Whoa.
What they found was that the table was actually used as a lunar calendar. But
Okay.
then it was later adapted to track eclipses by aligning with the Mayan 260-day calendar. So it started to look at moons, and then they adapted it later on to also help track eclipses. And so they did mathematical modeling, and it revealed that the 11,960-day duration of the table, so this is 405 lunar months apparently, it exactly matches 46 cycles of the Mayan 260-day calendar.
That's just a lot of numbers.
I
A lot
know,
of numbers
I know.
being thrown out there.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the synchronization between the two calendars that the Mayans did, they were able to synchronize these calendars,
Okay.
and that allowed them to predict when eclipses would happen in order to coincide with various ritual dates. And so they were using scientific observation before science was a thing.
Science has always been a thing.
But before it was formally dictionary a thing, like as a word.
Before it was like a European thing.
Yeah, before it was cool. They were blending these very scientific observations with their spiritual significance of their culture. And by using overlapping cycles, they reset their tables at certain like lunar intervals, and this allowed it to basically stay accurate for more than 700 years.
That's cool.
And so if the method was continuously updated, it would still be accurate to this day. This was from 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years ago, and people were able to accurately predict not only lunar phases, but then when eclipses would actually happen. 1,000 years ago.
How many Newtons were not in Europe?
So many Newtons were not in Europe. How many Einsteins were not in Europe? How many?
Yep.
Oh my gosh! So I just thought that was really fun. I also just want to touch the manuscript.
No, you can't lick it. You can't lick it, Liz.
I wanted to lick the Liberty Bell. I couldn't. That was only because I'm rewatching as I work out. I'm rewatching How I Met Your Mother, and that was in an episode right before we went to Philadelphia. So I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, but they had guards. You could probably do it now. You could do it now because there are no guards.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
it's
God.
all closed. It'd be all closed. Good thing we went when we did. Anyway, so back to the modern day, the present day of science. Astronomers find 3 Earth-sized exoplanets in a compact binary system from
Okay.
Sci.News. So this is a first of its kind, apparently. There's TOI-2267, and it consists of the M5 type star TOI-2267A,
Of course.
and the M6 type star TOI-2267B. And
Just ignore the message I just sent.
okay, and these 2 planets are separated by approximately 8 AU. So
Alright.
1 AU is the distance between the Earth and the Sun.
Again, 93 million miles.
The 2 confirmed planets, because one of them technically is not confirmed yet. It's a candidate, so more observation is needed to confirm its existence. But 2 of these confirmed planets have orbital periods of 2.28 and 3.49 days around the star.
Coming in hot.
That's pretty quick, zipping around there. And this third candidate planet has a period of 2.03 days. And they actually cannot determine which star the planets are actually orbiting out of the binary stars. So these are 2 stars with 3 two and a possible planet in orbit around one
There's
of them.
a lot of complicated physics going on there.
Yeah. This system is.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
not.
you got 2 stars, 8 AUs of each other with 3 objects orbiting the. What is this?
Oh, the stars are 8 AU. Oh yeah. There's gonna be some real complicated.
No. I think the stars are 8 AU apart, so they
Yeah.
can't tell which planets they're orbiting. We got a 4-body problem. Anyway, so this system is
5-body, but yeah.
73.5 light years away in the constellation of Cepheus. So according to Dr. Sebastian Zuniga Fernandez, an astronomer at the University of Liège, our analysis shows a unique planetary arrangement. 2 planets are transiting one star, and the third is transiting its companion star.
Wild.
And this makes this system the first binary system known to host transiting planets around both of its stars.
So that answers your question. It's both of them.
Yeah, but they don't know which set is orbiting which star.
Right.
Basically. So, yeah, planets in orbit around stars in a binary system.
That's
Wild.
very Star Warsy.
Wild.
So,
I was going to say, who's going to make the first reference?
Is it? Well, there
Well-
we go. You said Star Wars.
Okay, I don't think saying the word necessarily.
No,
It's
but
It's fine. We've only
I'll
had
say
one
Tatooine. There it is.
The dual sunrise or sunset.
Yeah, it didn't say anything on or at least I didn't note it. The type of planet it is.
Oh, they're gonna be
These
hot.
are. They're
Hot
probably
Jupiters.
gonna be hot Jupiters.
Hot Jupiters.
Yeah. So no. But oh man, just to be a fly on the gas of the planets.
The fly on the what?
The gas of the planets.
The fly on the
Because
gas.
there's no walls. For to be a fly on the wall, you gotta be a fly on the gas.
All right, moving on.
It's a metaphor. It's not real. All right.
Oh,
so,
to be in a spaceship safe distance from these things.
That's not fun. You want to be a fly because the flies they get the
Oh,
best
No, I
results.
do not
Oh,
want
to
to
be
a fly.
organic compounds in this hot Jupiter.
I would be floating on Bespin. Oh, okay, that is actually.
Oh.
Ah. All right.
I immediately forgot what the rules were. Okay. Next article. Scientists watch rings forming around a solar system world for the first time.
Hey.
Space.com.
That's cool.
Okay, so we
Alright.
know that lots of worlds in our solar system have rings, and if you don't know, it's Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune. Does Neptune have
Yep,
Neptune has
all
rings,
4
right?
yes,
There's
Technically, the Earth is geocentric, and satellites forming a ring around it.
artificial rings, sure. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Cool.
we got the piercing, so we got artificial rings.
So this article from space.com, there is it's called a centaur, which means it's half asteroid, half comet. Holy shit.
Oh,
cross.
those two hooked up.
Yeah, see? Unity. It's called 2060 Chiron, better known as just Chiron.
So next
But
year at
what-
Pride, we should make a flag that's just
It's
like
asteroids
half
and
comets,
comets.
half asteroids.
Asteroids and comets
Just
unite.
fly it and just see if anybody asks us
uh-huh.
anything. Hey, what's that flag all about?
Centaurs exist too, people. Centaurs exist too. Centaurs are valid. So this object it orbits between the sun. It orbits the sun between Saturn and Uranus. All right.
Okay.
So it's not part
Oh.
of the asteroid belt. It's not part of the Kuiper belt or the Oort cloud or anything. It's an
Right.
intermediary object, if you will. It's 125 miles in diameter.
That's big.
And it was observed by the Brazil's Pico dos Dias Observatory in 2023, where it spotted 4 rings plus diffuse material around this body, which was actually first discovered or sighted in 1977. And so the rings, they're thought to be made of water ice and rocky material, possibly from a collision between Chiron and another, the space. There's
Somewhere else.
all kinds of shit zipping around there.
Zipping around.
You got asteroids, comets, centaurs, Trojans. You got the whole,
A lot of Greek shit
a
going
lot
on.
of Greek shit that's going on up there. So the rings themselves, there's 4 of them, but the 4th one isn't actually confirmed yet. It might not be stable enough to be an actual ring itself. But they're located at 170 miles, 202 miles, 272 miles, and 875 miles.
Oh, that's way out there.
That's
from
cool.
the core of this object.
Okay.
And
Oh, I meant from the core.
or I'm sorry,
so
from the center of the
Center,
object,
yeah.
Okay, it's 125. What are the miles again?
170.
Okay, so 50 off the surface.
202.
Okay.
272. And 870.
Then 800.
That's pretty close.
Pretty, and what's great about this is the rings are still forming. They're not done
But they were
forming.
all of them deceived.
Oh, yes. That is hatred.
Good.
Or another ring was made.
So this was the first time. It is the first time that we have ever seen a ring system under formation, which I thought was
cool.
just neat.
Neat.
That was cool. I liked it. Yeah. So I mean, we never got to see Saturn's rings form, and we won't see Saturn's rings not be there anymore because eventually they won't be there anymore. It won't keep its rings forever. We haven't seen any of the planets' rings form, so this is the first time that we're actually seeing, hey, a ring system in progress.
Yeah.
Still loading.
Yep.
Anyway, okay. I just realized that this is a very comet asteroid heavy news cycle that has happened in astronomy recently. So astronomers, this is from space.com, astronomers discover the second fastest asteroid in the solar system.
Hey.
Pew, 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 pew.
Zipping around. It's called 2025 SC79. So it was discovered in 2025.
That's what I'm gonna call Frodo from now on. 2025 SC79, the fastest boy. The fastest boy.
He's the fastest.
Oh, that's how we ought to name any cat or dog or fish we get in the future or whatever.
2025 SC79.
Yeah, we just name them.
Fish?
Give it the year.
Fish.
You got it in.
Get a bird.
There we go. So this asteroid, its pathway is within the orbit of Venus. It zips around the sun in 128 days.
Wow.
It's the second fastest unique asteroid orbit in the system.
Okay.
Well, okay, there's a lot to unpack there.
What is unique orbit?
Yeah. Not part of the Trojans or their
I
asteroid belt.
guess
They're doing its own
solitary-
thing.
Solitary
Oh,
orbit.
okay.
It's
That makes sense.
It's not a part of another. It's its own solitary orbit.
Got you. That makes sense.
This asteroid is 0.4 miles long, which is roughly the length of a skyscraper, according to the article. Which is kind
Conspiracies popping up right now.
Is this just pick a skyscraper? Any skyscraper?
Look, yeah.
Can I just say
I guess they're roughly all the
world's
same size.
tallest skyscraper?
They're just your average skyscraper height.
Or is it an Oak Ridge skyscraper?
0.4
no
miles
over
seems like
skyscrapers.
taller than the average
I
skyscraper.
think, it's one of those Saudi ones that's really tall. Which ones have the really tall ones? So this is actually decently a large size for an asteroid, apparently. And it was hiding in the sun's glare, as a lot of asteroids are.
It's a shy guy.
It was seen by an astronomer at Carnegie Science named Scott Shepard. And because it was hiding in the sun, these are the most dangerous asteroids because they're the most difficult to detect.
Do we need to go back to Chelyabinsk or however you say it?
Chelyabinsk.
Yep.
Chelyabinsk.
Yep.
Now, in the notes, you have this quote, and it sounds like a tagline to a movie.
It does. Okay, the quote is, "The most dangerous asteroids are the most difficult to detect." Bruce Willis is 100% starring in that movie, of course. And luckily, this asteroid poses no threat to the Earth. It's not going to get near us.
That's just what it wants you to think.
That's true. But it does highlight again the need for near Earth object research and observations of these type of objects, because if we can't see them, I mean, you never know. One could hit us dead on and us not
Please
seeing
do.
it until it's too late. At this point, yeah, we definitely deserve it. But
It friggin' happened in Russia. Anyway, the tallest skyscraper on Earth, the Burj Khalifa, 2,722 feet. 1/4 of a mile is roughly 1,320 feet. So the largest skyscraper on Earth is twice as tall as this guy.
Is twice as tall as the sky?
Yeah, wait a minute, hold on. You said a quarter mile, right?
Oh, as this guy.
Yeah, the asteroid.
Okay, I thought you said as the sky.
Oh,
and I was like,
no.
this makes no sense.
Yeah, it was a point four miles in diameter.
0.4.
0.4.
0.4 miles.
Oh, I thought you said a quarter of a mile.
0.4.
Oh, okay. Well, then they're about roughly the same height.
See?
Yeah.
There you go. Is Saudi Arabia?
Sure.
Dubai?
It's got to be one of those. I mean, it's the Khalifa. Where are you at? Where are you at?
It's the one Tom Cruise went up.
It's in Dubai.
Dubai. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it just highlights that we hey guys, we should probably be like put some eyes on the sky.
Or how about this? What if we defund all of that and just get science and the eyes out of the way and just live in ignorant bliss?
Ignorance is bliss. So yeah, I mean, hey, what we don't see coming, we don't know what's coming, and
it will kill us.
It's fine. It'll be too late before we feel anything. All right. Well, speaking of happy thoughts.
Do we have happy thoughts? We have happy news.
Yeah, we do right now. No spacecraft would survive. Europe simulates catastrophic solar storm to warn of real risks. From space.com.
Oh, okay. So, I hope everybody had a great Halloween. I'm just going to call it. It was a great show.
All right, so
uplifting.
It is, and this is the last article. All right, so the ESA, the European Space Agency, they ran a simulation to see what would happen if we had like the strongest solar storm ever. So
I realize you have to do this. I understand.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
I understand the point.
Yeah.
But damn, it's so doomsday. It is,
So this is the simulations were kind of based on the strength of a solar storm that resembled the 1859 Carrington event.
Oh yeah,
which
the
is
largest one on record.
The largest geomagnetic storm on record that we have, and they wanted to test how its satellites and operations teams would respond.
So just how fucked we would be.
Such an event. Yeah, and it's not great. So, according to Thomas Ormston, the Deputy Spacecraft Operations Manager for Sentinel-1D, he said in a statement that should such an event occur, there are no good solutions. The goal would be to keep the satellite safe and limit the damage as much as possible. So, in the simulation that they did, first came an enormous X-class, this is the most powerful type of solar flare you can have, and it hit the radiation hit the Earth within 8 minutes. That's how long light takes
so it was
to get to
aimed
the Earth.
right at us.
So it was aimed right at us, like dead on. And so then what followed that is a barrage of high-energy protons, electrons, and alpha particles, which then striked spacecraft in orbit. They triggered false readings and that corrupted data and caused hardware damage.
By the way, alpha particles, helium nuclei, no electrons.
Oh, so those are the Big Bang particles. Those are your oldies,
it's
but
helium.
your goodies.
Two hydrogens, two protons.
Okay.
Where did the tachyons come and play?
2 protons, 2 neutrons.
15 hours later, a massive coronal mass ejection, that is big burst from the sun, slammed into the Earth's magnetic field, which increased the drag on satellites, the friction on satellites by up to 400%, which knocked them out of their orbits. Which then increased the risk of collisions and shortening their lifespans.
400% of a very small number, but it's still enough to cause an issue where, like you say, they get knocked out of their orbits. There's a potential of a collision, or worse yet, there's the potential that they don't collide with anything but the Earth.
Yeah.
And
they come falling down. You go, oh, what's that, Mama?
The good news is most of it's going to burn up in the atmosphere, but not all of it is. And
yeah.
Cool. So if the sky that we look upon to tumble and fall, I just hope you stand by me.
No, I just got the Pennywise version of that song going in my head.
On the ground, however, the same storm could overload power grids and pipelines with this geomagnetic energy.
Yeah, but I do like Elizabeth's idea of, can you just use it to clean up space junk?
If we have the time and know what's coming,
I think that would.
don't have to throw up our spacecraft and have it
Then
block all of our trash. Just blocks
Wouldn't
it.
that be even the worst thing? Because we can no longer control the orbits. Things are degrading. Things are running into each other. More debris is going to plung out there. Then we're going into the whole ordeal.
This is not good at any
Yeah.
level.
So according to I don't know if it's Ormston that said this or not, but satellites in low Earth orbit are typically better protected by our atmosphere and our magnetic field from space hazards, but an explosion of this magnitude of the Carrington event, so very similar in 1859, would leave no spacecraft safe. Keep in mind, 1859, we didn't have spacecraft yet. So this is not an if situation.
Yeah.
This is 100% a when situation. 100% a when situation. In fact, the events like the Carrington event, they're predicted to happen every 500 years or so. There is a 12% chance of an event like that happening within the century, so not high of anything that's going to happen anytime soon, so to speak, but it is inevitable that an event like this will happen. So, to prepare for the inevitable, because ESA is run by forward-thinking people that care about science still, it's expanding its monitoring network and preparing for the 2031 Vigil mission, which is a new spacecraft that will sit at the Sun-Earth L5 point to give earlier warnings of incoming solar eruptions. So they're trying to prepare for early detection in order to mitigate damage by turning spacecrafts off or whatever they can fucking do.
I realized that I've had one full drink, and
I have
tried not to drink much this week, so it's actually kind of hitting me okay, right about this time. But we have got to not put our heads in the sand, which a lot of us,
it's warm in there though.
Some people want to do, and we need to start paying attention to the universe, which we joke when we say it's actively trying to kill us.
Oh, yeah.
But it is actively trying to kill us.
Listen to the universe.
So,
the universe guides you.
We need to pay attention to what the sun's doing to these asteroids that we just didn't see it because it was in the sun's glare. Well, if we go back to Russia, Shelley events, that's not a good thing. We need to pay attention to this stuff.
Yeah, we gotta we do have to pay attention because it's not like we're just floating in serenity and flowers, in space. It's
the second Firefly reference of the day.
Oh shit! I didn't even
floating in serenity.
I didn't even mean to. You got it in my subconscious. So I thought that was interesting.
That is a new drinking rule now.
I thought that was an interesting thing because I know that it's talked about before, and I think there was another article I think we did on High in the Sky that was similar in nature. Definitely wasn't this because this recently came out, but there's a lot of things that we should be focusing on that we're not focusing on.
We're too worried about the wrong stuff.
Once upon a time, this country had the right stuff, and we're just not there anymore.
Did it?
Firefly Space is fantastic.
Anyway, that's all I got for High in the Sky in November.
And to end on some a good note.
Yes.
Thank you.
Puppies. Just think about puppies.
Think about
puppies curled up in little blankets. Aww. Puppies playing in the field. Just all the puppy things. Puppies trying to catch snowflakes.
For a brief, nanosecond, my brain was like, did Frodo have puppies?
Frodo can't have puppies.
But that was... Because I know ours didn't make any puppies.
They also cannot have puppies.
God, the world cannot contain multiple Frodos.
No.
We'd just be screwed.
Yeah. Oh, but it could contain multiple Jacks.
Oh, yes.
It should have all the
100%.
There's only one Jack. There will always only be one Jack.
Baby.
And he's my favorite. Hey, Jackie.
He's a good boy.
Don't tell Leia.
Puppies
You're my favorite.
Anyway, that's our High in the Sky for November of 2025. Of course, as always, we encourage everybody to go outside when you got clear skies and just look up, see what you can find up there, and just observe and enjoy the wonder and the nature of the universe that we live in, and that hey, you get to see it. Speaking of course, after the episodes, we have The Hangover with Cosmos of Cosmos, so you can check those out on YouTube of our post-show shenanigans. But follow us on all the things at Cosmos of Cosmos and most places, and at Drinking Cosmos on Twitter. Like and subscribe down below. And we'll see you guys next time.
Say bye.
Thanks for joining us.
Cheers. Bye. Resist.
If you're with us, if you're still with us now live, stick around. We will be back with The Hangover in just a few minutes. So sit tight, sit back, relax, and enjoy the fright.
All right, let me know when we're on.
And go. Wait. Go now.
Dip foods theme. I have a spicy vegetable broth and mild chicken broth. They can mix it in the personal baskets tofu, mushrooms, noodles, vegetables. So, folks, let's all get on the plane right now. Let's go see the Rolling Bus Planetarium.com and go eat these things.
Yes. Oh my God, Jack. I'm just like hot pot and broths. And I was like, oh, yes, please. And then the fondue for dessert. Man.
You know, we need a fondue maker. The little
Fondue pot?
Yeah.
A fondue maker.
Right.
Well,
You just
I
melt
say
stuff
pot.
in it. You just want to melt cheese in it.
Yeah, well, you know.
I've never been to a fondue. I've never had fondue. I've never been to a fondue place.
Your mom has commented
I've never been
on
to the
my
melting pot in
like
Salt
of
Lake.
cheese.
All right.
Why did fondues go out of style?
My parents used to have a fondue pot.
Well, yeah, it was like a 60s, 70s thing, right? Like that's when fondue was
Yeah,
like big.
it's like when you had the 70s conversation pits in your living room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like that. I don't know.
I kind of do too.
Right?
I think I would hate it in my home because I do like hosting, but yeah.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun. Cats would like it, I think. Anyway, Jack also said he has a lazy Susan of different sauce bases to make their own preference. Oh my gosh, it's great. A fondue.
Right, so
a fondue.
I am going to say a space fact, and then we will jump off of that for the
wait,
hangover.
But hold on. Let me do this. Hey everyone, welcome to the Hangover with Cosmos and
yeah.
Cosmos. You know, it's typical hangover fashion. So,
And for when Liz listens to this later and has found a quick description, this is just
fondue.
hangover shenanigans.
No, it'll be fun.
It's just fondue. Just fondue. The fondue episode.
I like that Jack says his parents were hippies, so they had fondue a lot growing up. I guess it was like What better way to
become
eat
the
than just
become the
dips?
fondue.
Become the
like
fondue.
that.
Everyone become
Nicely
the
done, Ron.
fondue.
That's just like your
sounds
opinion,
a
man.
big, fun Halloween costume, but instead of like you're in the robe,
But
you've got
it
like
is
a fondue
fondue.
pot, and you're the fondue.
But you would have to put, the fondue on there.
No, you wouldn't. You just carry around a fondue
No,
pot
yeah.
and stuff, and then you got it.
What do you? I'm the fondue.
The fondue. You know, the dude is pretty recognizable.
But you are in a. But you're in the robe.
Yeah, you're in the back.
Oh,
Yeah, you got the robe,
okay,
you got the
okay.
scent candles,
You got
but you're
like-
just carrying
Okay.
around fondue.
And the sunglasses, you know.
No, I got
you.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can just do that like on a Tuesday. We don't need to wait for next year.
It sounds like just the way to live, honestly, as the fondue. What's better than the dude? The fondue.
The fondue.
The fondue
Yeah, there you go,
abides.
abides.
The fondue abides. Thank you, Ron. Anyway, you were going to start us off with a space fact.
Yeah, but now it's a sad fact. I don't know how to do it. We were sad last time, so
Well-
let's think of a happy thing.
A happy space fact?
Happy, a happy just fact in general, because things
Oh,
suck.
a happy fact in general.
A happy fact. Oh, go ahead.
No,
I got one. You got one.
No, I don't really have one. It's just because I didn't have time to do pictures, and I was gonna get this picture randomly and put it up, but the web picture of the spider, what was it, like the spider nebula or some shit that just came out, it's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous, and I wanted to put it up just to be like, hey, everyone, check out this beautiful image that comes from the universe and just enjoy it. But I forgot, and I ran out of time, and I couldn't get it up. But so just everybody Google James Webb Spider Nebula, I think it is, because it was like a Halloween related, and we're just past Halloween, so. Yeah.
Well,
anyway,
let's
that's
see.
all I had. That's what I had.
So Captain Jack has his own constellation, Canis Minor. That is him up in the sky, point blank.
Come up?
Oh my god.
Oh, come on, Bubba.
Brother, big hug, big hug. No,
I'm gonna have to.
Here he comes.
Oh, speaking of a super void, look at that puppy dog. All right, so the Earth has the most satellites it's ever had in its history. We just passed 13,000 active satellites.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of satellites.
How many of that are Starlink?
About 7,000 of them are
Okay.
Starlink satellites. So over half the satellites in the sky are Starlink satellites.
This isn't happy.
Well, he
I know,
said
that's
it
what-
wasn't.
Oh.
I said that. I prepped you on that.
Okay, I thought you were just going to.
And I was trying to think about happy facts. And I go, oh, Jack Constellation, Super Void Dog. Yeah, we don't have much ammo coming into this hangover like we usually do.
No, we don't, because there was something we were gonna look up, and then oh, I almost had it and I forgot it. Susanna was supposed to write it down and take a note.
Oh yeah, and she's probably left.
It was something to do with Eridanus, I think.
River, Greek.
Something along that had to do with the main show, and some fact I didn't know because she asked a question about, and I was like, oh, that was a good question. I could scroll up in the chat, but
Temperature, heat. I don't know.
Well, Brandon,
anyway,
scroll up.
What's up?
well, you were talking. Was that satellite? Was that all your fact that you had
That was the start of whatever conversation we're going to
about
have.
getting?
But yeah,
about
I figured
Starlink?
that was like a launching board and go from there. Didn't even have to be about satellites, but we're thinking about space at least. God,
I mean, satellites have been kind of I would say like the theme of the High in the Sky for November. It seemed to be a little
Asteroids.
comet
yeah,
and asteroids.
a little
which,
centaur heavy.
Little a little centaur heavy it was, and I didn't consciously choose such related articles.
Oh,
for
but
the
you
astronomy
did.
news.
You did.
It was the most recent stuff, so it's the news cycle that determined it.
So we're coming up at the end of the year. What do you think some of the biggest space news will be next year?
Oh, next
God!
year.
Well,
Yeah.
that's impossible because I feel like that James Webb. Not only do you have James Webb that is coming out with just shit all the time that is like new
Hit after hit.
Okay.
things.
Let's rephrase the question. What do you hope?
I don't even know what I hope for because you have Vera Rubin that is now active
shit.
and online, and so what's coming from Vera Rubin?
I'm gonna say dark energy and dark matter figured out. This is a hope. It's a hope.
That's big.
But it's
That's
a hope.
big.
I also hope they find life elsewhere in the universe. Thank you, James Webb.
I mean,
That would be a James Webb thing.
there was an article recently. I don't know if I did this in last month's High in the Sky or if I looked at it and I didn't do it for this one, but it was like, oh no, I was gonna do it for this one. I thought, I don't know what happened. Okay, so that it was that the building blocks of life, or these complex organic molecules, COMs or whatever they're called, were found in something outside
That was
of the
in this
galaxy.
one.
Was that in this one?
You just didn't read it.
I didn't read that part of it.
I don't think you read it. Is James Webb?
Was
James
that
Webb.
for the comet with the?
Well, get the thing. Get the thing.
Oh my gosh, I didn't read that part of the story. I just ignored. Did I skip it?
I want to say you skipped it, but Ron says Ruben discovers tons of asteroids. Desi
I
has
did.
a major data release.
I totally skipped an article for
Oh,
High in the
You
Sky.
did.
All right,
I thought you chose to do that due to time
Yeah,
constraints.
but-
No.
But Ron, is Desi gonna do a major data release?
And where's Lucy?
Well, I love Lucy, but I have a question
Where's Lou? Desi Lou.
Productions. Elder millennials understand.
Oh, Ron,
I have.
I downloaded Blender, so I'm gonna be looking to you to teach me through
So-
YouTube.
All right. So I just did a quick look, and I obviously haven't had time to actually look into it. But the Vera Rubin telescope is operated by the Department of Energy. Is Vera Rubin operating right now with the government shutdown?
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure that it, like, because
It's an
at this
international
point,
thing, right?
what?
Is it an international? I mean, it's.
It's.
Ooh, that's a
I don't
good.
know.
Oh, Ron says
Oh,
Ruben is
Ron,
operational.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Cool.
Oh, thank God. All right.
I mean, I know that there are a lot of people like in NASA or elsewhere that are basically still working without pay
Yeah.
to
I
continue
mean,
their studies and what they're doing because it's important shit.
I'm mentally preparing myself for a lot of missions to shut down.
Yeah.
With the new budget.
Yeah.
But okay, Rubin at least is operational. Good.
Okay.
There's
Blender,
that.
by the way, is a CGI software. computer graphics modeling software.
Yeah,
and it's free.
And Ron does a lot of great tutorials on how to
In fact, I had brought up recently, Ron, at like Doug, at the Digistar Users Group conference, an example of when you were at Clark Planetarium doing a workshop on Blender, and we all made like a little monkey and the torus and stuff, and I was like, that was a really fun workshop to do, and that, when I was talking about doing more user-led workshops. Anyway, okay, the article I missed during the main show because I was just scrolling and not paying attention to what I was looking at, was scientists discover ingredients for life just beyond our galaxy. The article is from Universe Today, but there's other articles and like the study journal article and everything like that. This was just the more easily digestible, readable one for my brain. So in the ingredients for life, these are also known as complex organic molecules, or COMs for short. These form in stellar nurseries or protoplanetary disks. Of course, the molecules basically at the end of the day come from stars going boom. We're all made of stardust, basically, in the words of Carl Sagan. So a team led by scientists from NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, using James Webb Space Telescope, discovered 5 different carbon-based compounds in the Large Magellanic Cloud. So an irregular galaxy that's hanging out, that's being devoured by our galaxy, really, at the end of the day. It's being cannibalized, galactic cannibalism, large and small Magellanic Cloud, which you can see in the southern hemisphere. Our Milky Way is chomping on them. But in the Large Magellanic Cloud, they found that in the ice in plural, surrounding the young protostar ST6, they found, now gird your loins, everybody, acetaldehyde, acetic acid, ethanol, and methyl formate.
My God.
My
God.
So these molecules, they've all been detected in stellar nurseries and protoplanetary systems in our galaxy. Now, I should have noted down the part that actually explained like the types of things we find these molecules in here on Earth, but I didn't. Except for, did I do the one for acetic acid? No, but it's in stuff that we commonly use, all these things. So these molecules, they've all been detected in stellar nurseries and protoplanetary systems in our galaxy. But this is the first time they're being detected outside of our galaxy, in another galaxy, basically. It's the acetic acid itself has never been conclusively detected in ices in protoplanetary systems, and now they have, for the first time, detected it there. So what is especially, according to the article, what is especially significant about this discovery is the environment. So the Large Magellanic Cloud is roughly 1/3 to half of the heavy elements present in the Milky Way. So the LMC basically mirrors more of the early universe than our Milky Way galaxy in terms of its chemical makeup. And so it also experiences much higher levels of ultraviolet radiation as well. So the article does say it's analogous to the early universe. So this
we got feed issues, Liz.
We got feed issues, really?
Yep. Okay, you're back. You're back.
Okay.
You're back.
What happened?
All right.
What happened?
Everything looked fine.
You froze and they got choppy and the audio dropped, but you're good now.
All right. Well, the results suggest that these complex organic molecules predate planetary formation and are assimilated later on in planets. So that
word was chosen on purpose. Assimilation.
Resistance is futile. So basically, that these elements, these molecules that go into the building blocks of life, are present while planets are forming, and therefore planets form with these molecules. And there you go. Oh my God, Jack just did this big sigh because he's just such a lush. So that was the article I missed, and I think that is, I would say that's a positive article. That's not something doom and gloom.
Yeah.
And also it helps to then expand the hypothesis that there could be life elsewhere in the universe because the same molecules that make all of us up are basically out there.
We've been invaded by dogs,
I know,
guys.
where other planets are forming. I know, both of our dogs are just... You can't see Leia, but she's just right underneath the microphone.
What if our first species that we find that's intelligent out there with spacefaring technologies is just little dogs in space helmets?
Oh, then...
Well, don't let Chrissy Gnome near them.
Oh, God,
Oh, no.
Yeah, she'd shoot a space laser.
Gnome is what you mean. Oh my God, little dogs in space?
With the little helmets.
With little outfits on?
And their little spacesuits, dogs in little spacesuits, little bubble helmets.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
next year.
Imagine little
Next
Jackie
year,
as
that's
little
Jack.
astronaut. Jack
That's
as
Jack.
an astronaut. Jack would look cute as anything, to be fair. So you could
So
imagine
true.
you can imagine Jack as anything. I also want you to take this example and imagine human Jack as anything as well. Astronaut. Turnip.
Oh, a turnip.
A
That could be
turnip.
fun.
Pumpkin. Pirate.
So we want to just envision for a moment podcast Jack.
Jack the Ripper.
Imagine, if you will.
Oh,
All
no,
Jacks.
that's on their nose.
All Jacks. But Jack the Ripper. Imagine little Jackie
As a turnip.
as Jack the Ripper. The most adorable serial killer
It's
ever.
got a little knife.
He's got a little knife, a little top hat, a little cape. I assume 1800s.
And let's monocle it. We got to monocle
yeah,
it.
sure. Why not? You know, you got to be able to see what you're fucking cutting up.
Oh my God. Yeah, we whiffed it this year on Halloween. We could have done a lot better.
I think dogs make everything better.
This is true.
Well, yes, mostly. I think so.
He is like the sweetest dog. All he wants to do is protect us from the UPS man.
Does he want
Jackie's
to
the best.
Well, he wants to alert us
I don't know.
that the UPS man and FedEx man's coming, and that we need to be on guard.
We gotta be ready.
We gotta be
ready.
ready.
No, there are sounds. Anytime there are sounds. We need to be ready.
Get the brooms, the pickaxes, whatever.
And then
I got
snuggle in a blanket.
I got two dogs next to me. One of them, Scarlet, protects us all from shadows. She is the shadow chaser, shadow killer. She'll take care of any shadow near you. Don't worry about it.
You gotta get
Scarlet's got it.
Ask Robin Hood, or I'm sorry, not Robin Hood. Peter Pan. Ask Peter Pan.
Oh yeah, those dastardly shadows for sure.
In all seriousness, we need to get these 4 pups together.
They would.
Yeah.
They
So
wouldn't?
Scarlet and Leia are very close personality.
I'm
Like
like,
I'm very
Leia.
interested to see how they interact.
Then we
Leia.
need to not.
I think
get
Leia's
them
not
together.
the best fit. I think they will all do fine without Leia.
But Leia tries. She tries her best.
Yeah, but she's a big dominant girl. I don't know. With
But-
big chompers.
But she's dominant, but scared of
Alright.
anything.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the next coming podcasts, one of them, we should really try to put the headphones on Jack and Leia, have them sit there, and they'll have Frodo sit in my chair to open us up.
And they do yeah.
Why would
And
we
just-
say
we
that?
could just voice
That would
over
be
the intro.
greatest opening.
We can voice over the intro.
Well, so we're gonna have to just take a picture because there's no way that Frodo's gonna stay here in a
Okay,
swivelly
Frodo.
chair.
Yeah.
Well, take a picture
Leia might.
and just
Might
paste it on
All
there.
right, we do that. We do that. Oh, you stretch out, good boy.
Oh, man.
He
Oh,
really is
God.
a good boy.
Anyway. Okay. All right. Cosmos with doggos.
All right,
Yeah.
it sounds like we have, come to an end.
Yeah.
We've been doing the hangover for like 10 minutes. We're like,
That's
we
what-
have
Well,
nothing else to talk about.
we got some shots to record as well.
We do. We do have some shots to record. We have.
Oh,
we
and go
recorded
listen
3
to our
shots.
most recent episode of the shot, which was about.
What is
what was
science? Is that
Oh,
the...
it's science. It's the science one. Yes.
It's
I was
a
like-
sci-
I was
yeah,
wait,
probably.
Which one did we just put out? It's the shot on science, which is basically just saying, hey, here's what science is and why.
Yeah.
I was not there for that episode,
No.
so I wanted to
No.
hear it for the first time.
No, yeah, I basically just got I'm tired of hearing like science is a villain. You know that. Oh,
It can be though. I mean, look at.
well, yeah,
I'm
but
just kidding. It's not. It's not.
I mean, have you heard the Moriarty? Come on.
no, but it is the talking heads cherry picking science, and then everybody gloms onto that, going, "Well, this is what science says," and it's just not what science says at all.
Yeah.
And I think fundamentally, people don't understand what science is.
Yeah.
It's a very fundamental and way
a lot of it has to do with the
looking at the
fundamentalists.
universe. What?
I said a lot of it has to do with the fundamentalists.
It
When we're
has to
talking
do with the
fundamentals.
fundamentalists, exactly.
So, for more on that, listen to our episode on science.
Our
Yeah,
shot on science.
Take a
Ah,
shot.
shot on science.
But check out our episode on time.
on science would be good too.
Oh, we can go in depth, yeah.
I like Ron's comment. Cosmos with Doggos is a winner and needs a special theme song with woof samples.
All right.
Yes.
Well, Ron, since you've done, are you volunteering? Is that
It's
what I'm
like
hearing?
when you're in the meeting and suggest to do something, it sounds like you just volunteer yourself.
Oh, okay, hold on. So Jack says it's been fun to listen while chopping mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
It's a shortcut. Visualizing quite a fun dog show.
Yes. Yes, you may ask questions about black
Elizabeth
holes.
wants to ask a question about black holes, and we're lucky because we always typically have fancy physics man here with us.
That does not mean that I am going to know the answer.
Imagine Top Hat. So ask your question about black holes.
I should get one in a monocle.
You do, yeah.
You should.
Fancy physics.
All right, can I order one on Amazon?
Everything's on Amazon because Amazon rules are.
Also, eat the rich. Anyway, what's the black hole question?
Yes,
All
definitely.
right. So her neighbor thinks there's a mirror universe from black holes. Could you measure a black hole by the light wobble?
What's that last part?
Okay,
Wobble.
wobble.
The light
I was like,
wobble?
wabble?
What's the light
The
wobble?
light wabble.
Do you mean like the gravitational lens behind it and the warping of the light?
Now, mirror universes, though, is a hypothesis that actual physicists do have, that there are mirror or multiverses.
There is a
string
great
theory is a
book
thing.
by Isaac Asimov called "The Gods Themselves" that deal with that. So go read The Gods Themselves. That's fun. But
Oh, what
so
they use
yes.
to find exoplanets.
Oh.
Okay, so the light.
Yeah,
curve.
but the light wobble for finding exoplanets is that the planet is pulling on the
transiting.
star, so the star moves back and forth, and so from our perspective, and so with a black hole, I don't. So with a mirror universe, you're not getting information from that other universe. And so if that other universe were to wobble the black hole and we would see the wobble, if I'm understanding this correctly, then it's physics is broken at that point. I mean, it's not, because it's in another universe. And so if something is in another universe, there is the potential that we might be able to infer something. But to say that other universe is causing a black hole in our universe to wobble, that's something
That's a lot
entirely
going on.
different. And so that is a fundamental, I think, rewrite of physics, which I am all fucking for. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I am all for it.
Yeah. Two thoughts. There was one theory years ago that one of the cold spots in the CMB that we discussed earlier was the result of a different universe bouncing into ours, causing that cold spot.
Right.
And my second thought was that how do you get those kinds of conversations with your neighbors?
All right.
Yeah, what are you talking about with your
But
neighbors?
to answer your first one, though, to go into the first part, Brandon, is that is an inferred thing.
Right.
It is not.
But also, we now also know, based off listen to the main episode, High in the Sky for November 2025, that the cold spots are also indicative of an absence of galaxies.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a theory with a small t.
Yeah. So I mean, that's
the SVU or crime saga type of theory. You have a theory about the murderer.
Oh,
Small
okay.
t theory.
I have to say that, like, if we had a conversation with our neighbors about black holes,
Small t, lowercase t.
I would just be so jazzed for the rest of the night.
I mean, you could have a conversation with Trev and Kim about black holes.
Or any neighbor, but
well, we don't talk to any of the other neighbors that much.
Yeah, I've lived here for about 5 years. I don't know any of the neighbors' names.
You're not bringing them fakasha like Adam and Katie to their neighbors.
well, the thing is like, so we have a neighbor, right over there that is very social, and we're not, and it's just so.
It's great for us.
It really is great. It causes us to get out of our comfort zone
And they're
a bit.
They're fun.
And all that, and they're great people. I'm really glad that they kind of live there. I say kind of because they also live in Portland. They want to move here. They built the house and all that kind of stuff, and so they come down on occasion.
And they give us apples.
Give us apples. Holy crap!
And then I make an apple cake with it. And it's good stuff.
It was really good.
Liz, do the apple thing.
Apple.
Well, you gotta let her do it.
Apple.
Do it now.
Apple. Good.
Oh,
good
and
time.
that calls
That's a
Planetarium.
Planetarium inside joke. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting because a lot of people do. I mean, there are the actual hypotheses or lowercase t theories, about a multiverse or this string theory, which is a philosophy because you can't test it at the moment, so it's not a hypothesis because you can't test it, so it's more philosophy about universes that are like,
exactly.
I don't know, connect or banging into each other. There's like, they're very thin things that are like banging and whatever. But like the chances that, like, in my mind, a thing of something like a mirror universe, in the sense of a universe that looks exactly like our universe and even has the same, like in sci-fi where you have like the same people but have different lives, or they
but like
chose
with
a different
mustaches.
thing. Yeah, like with the mustaches, or whatever.
Or goatees, sorry.
Like, that seems very far-fetched of something that could happen in like a reality versus other universes, which to me is plausible, just because if I want to make my brain disintegrate and I think about outside of the universe, what is outside of because it has an end, then my brain melts. So if I think of, okay, it could be just like, it's the Men in Black ending scene
the
of
Orion,
playing
yes.
marbles, where it's just like, we are, as unimaginably huge as our universe is, compared to us, so to speak, it is tiny within what could possibly exist outside or elsewhere, and that there are other, universes that have whatever other kind of physics or similar physics or whatever. There is a plausibility that could exist, because it's impossible for us to, at this point in our technology and our understanding of the science that we do understand, to go that far,
right,
and to explain that much, which is when then you get a lot of people that are like, oh, this is when we get to like, when someone reaches the end of their understanding, they invoked like a higher power kind of a thing, which
right.
I don't. Personally, so it's plausible to me, and I always wonder, like, oh, what are the conditions of these universes then? Because, ours formed in a certain way that allowed at least one data point of life to then arise, which with us, kind of extrapolating that there could be other in our universe. But then, like, if you have things that, like a Big Bang, so to speak, that happens elsewhere, you don't have the same circumstances to even allow, a gravity or a, whatever to then form,
If there are an infinite, quote unquote, amount of universes out there, then it's like the idea of an infinite amount of monkeys on infinite amount of typewriters. One of those motherfuckers is going to bang out Shakespeare. But then, if there's infinite amount of them, some monkeys going to do the exact same type, but with one letter different, or with one passage different, or with Shakespeare mixed in with, Baywatch. So who knows? So
I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
I mean, there's a poetry to Pamela Anderson. I don't know.
Yeah, the whole
That's the quote. In this episode.
The whole idea of any decision I make branches out and makes other universes.
The butterfly effect.
Yeah,
I think that's different, though. I think that's different.
That's
Right?
Well, the butterfly effect is like a, butterfly in the Caribbean,
Indonesia.
We all saw the movie with what's his name that has the mole on his neck.
Mary Universal Playboy Fun.
Google it.
But the thing is like I really dislike that idea. Now, having said that,
do you dislike the butterfly effect or the fact or
no,
that
I
there
don't
are
dislike.
other universes?
I don't dislike the butterfly effect because
Actions causing different causalities is what you're saying.
Because the butterfly effect deals with systems on Earth. Mm-hmm. You can expand it out to the universe that you live in,
yeah,
but basically,
it's totally different.
It is a cause and effect thing.
Yeah.
But in essence, at the heart of the butterfly effect is chaos, which is a true physics thing. And so, like when I was an undergraduate, I was in the honors college, and so
of course you were.
Nerd.
I know, right? I don't say that to humble brag, but I'll humble brag it if I have to.
Humble brag away.
But I was in the honors college, and because of that, I had to do like little. I would have to go meet with professors, and they would give me side projects that I had to do.
Side quests.
Side quests. Yes.
That I had to do in addition to all the other bullshit. And my sophomore year, when I'm taking intro to mechanics,
sure,
it's Newtonian physics, really. Sure. F equals ma, really, is all it is.
Yeah,
I know that one.
Yeah, my professor, Professor Daw, he would DAW.
Oh, okay.
His thing was, all right, we're going to talk about chaos and figuring that out in Newtonian mechanics and all that kind of stuff. And so I had to endure that for a whole semester. But yeah, I mean, so the butterfly effect is a real thing. It's not making hurricanes, but it's a real thing. Mm-hmm. But this whole idea of where quantum mechanics, where a decision I make, an action I make branches out in another universe is the opposite decision. I'm just not a big fan of that because I've already made an infinite number of universes, but it also means that you've made an infinite number of universes. Brandon has made an infinite number of universes.
But I don't. Is that what the like?
But yeah. So
that just means if there's an infinite amount of universes, that's going to happen regardless of decisions that you make on your own, right?
See, I still don't even like that.
Yeah, but then I'm like, well, but then why are there an infinite number of universes?
If you have an infinite number of universes,
why is this chaos not just contained to this universe?
No, chaos because that's a physical effect.
Right, so shouldn't it just be contained to this universe?
But okay, so like with quantum mechanics, if one interpretation is that I have made the decision to not drink my drink right now, but in another universe, alternate me picks up that drink.
Pick up the drink.
Yeah, but it is because I made the decision right now.
Yeah.
Or was it predestination?
No, because
I just made Mike so mad.
No, because in quantum mechanics there is no predestination.
Because
is the whole thing.
Because everything is possible all at once.
No, quantum mechanics is not the clockmaker's universe, which is predestination.
No, because God does not play dice.
God does not play dice.
And Mars' visibility this month. No dice.
There's no dice.
Oh, and fun fact, dice were originally called the Devil's Knuckles.
Oh.
Not originally called, sorry. Somebody called them that in like the 1860s. The Devil's Knuckles.
It's a very 1800s
yeah, because
thing.
you're gambling, right?
Yeah.
But
so it's the Devil's.
But the whole thing is like I just I don't know. I don't like that kind of multiple universe interpretation. However,
Of it being connected.
But
yeah,
I don't
like
having
that?
it
see.
all be connected.
I don't. I
Like
don't
they should be
subscribe to the
separate?
connection theory. I don't see how because it's
Yeah,
an infinite
but
amount. That means
yeah, but I also don't like that either.
I don't understand. I guess I would say I wouldn't think that if there are multiple universes, they wouldn't be connected in any way, shape,
No,
or form.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because they all
I-
formed and evolved differently.
but I hate the idea that, and I fully say this as somebody with a physics undergrad who does not have the PhD in the research
You got more than I got.
in quantum mechanics and things like that. And so I realize
Science-wise.
that I am talking from a not a knowledgeable position from this, but I really hate the idea of saying that, hey, I chose not to pick up the glass and have a drink, but in another universe, an alternate me, however it fucking got there is irrelevant, did pick it up and had a drink. I like the idea that, sure, I hate the idea of infinites. I don't like infinites.
You don't. But
God, you must hate pi.
is there one infinite you
There
do
is
love?
one infinite I do love.
God.
Infinite Liz.
I hate the idea of physical infinites.
Okay.
Physics infinites.
Yeah, no. You're off the hook.
That's an irrational fear, Mike.
Yeah, so I just I don't like that, and so to have infinite number of universes and then one of those, like, that universe evolved because for me to decide to pick up that drink and have a drink, that means that universe evolved in the same way that this universe evolved,
Right,
just so
You could
I can
make
make this
a
decision.
different decision.
But that's not just so, because there's an infinite amount, so it doesn't matter.
I hate that. I hate that. I think that I feel like to me it makes more sense that each universe, if you have an infinite number, which again I hate that infinite, but if you had an infinite number, each one would evolve differently.
Yes.
You might start
Yes.
off. You might start off with the same conditions,
Uh-huh.
and the same values for the constants of physics, which I have no problem with. No problem with that at all. However, chaos, the butterfly effect, would then at least at some point raise its head, and that butterfly flapping its wings would cause that universe to evolve differently.
See, I don't subscribe that our universe could impact the other universe in any way. I don't see how that's
Yeah,
But
I'm
that's
with
what they
that.
say,
Feasible.
though.
Also based on Elizabeth's comment, I cannot stop going the distance by Cake out of my head.
I will survive. I have
It's
that
going
one in
the
my head.
distance.
But yeah, no, I
Leia.
hate the idea of
Sorry, Leia's just.
my universe impacting another universe.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I don't see that as the case. I just think because there's an infinite amount, which is an extraordinarily large number, that those choices are going to be made by this butterfly, by that ant, by that dinosaur, by this asteroid,
Yeah,
by this
but
person.
that
hold
means
on. Why is there an infinite amount?
There's infinite branching. I mean,
Fractals.
the only way that you could kind of make this happen is to have an infinite number of universes. No, but
Can you not just have like 5?
But to fundamentally say, in this universe, I chose. I'm going to drink it this time. In this universe, I chose.
Choose the drink.
I
Yeah.
chose the drink.
Always drink responsibly.
Yes, but in another universe, alternate me chose not to drink it. So
Are we in a different universe now?
So let me ask you a question. How did we get to this point? How did we get to the point where alternate Mike does not drink? That to get to that point to where alternate Mike,
Your parents had to meet.
yeah,
I was
exactly,
thinking the same thing.
is on a podcast
Right.
That means that
Brandon had to fuck up that first interview so we could get him the second interview.
Ooh, so bad.
Exactly. Which means, yes, that your parents had to meet, that your parents had to meet, that my parents had to meet, that we had to get Jackie.
Yeah.
That the asteroid
Leia.
didn't hit the Earth with the dinosaurs. All these different things.
Reverting to Elizabeth's comment, this all started with the black holes question.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I also enjoy about this conversation, right? What I like about this conversation is there's like no science behind this conversation at the moment. Like we don't have numbers or facts or theories, but
it's all philosophy.
If we yes, that's the word I was going to go for. If we think back to Immanuel Kant, in his description of how solar systems, how the sun and planets are formed, he gave the exact right theory based off thinking, based off philosophy. So now that we have these different philosophies, this is now when scientists, when physicists go and test these ideas. So this is how science is born, with thoughts. Now somebody smarter than me got to go test it.
Now, I do want to say, Elizabeth goes, because we don't know how black holes work. That's not entirely true.
No. Black holes work by three things.
Yeah.
They're the simplest things in the universe, according to
most simple things in the
fancy
universe.
physicist-man.
And what are those three things? We got
mass,
electric charge, and spin. Those are the three things. And by the way, the electric charge could also kind of be related to magnetic fields, but that is...
But if you start thinking about what's inside a black hole, your brain starts melting out your ears.
All right.
Or is that just me?
So here's the thing, though. We understand a black hole pretty much all the way to...
Until you go in
the
it.
singularity.
Until,
The singularity...
Into the black hole.
Yeah, the singularity is the point where things become infinite and
things become wibbly wobbly.
Things become wibbly wobbly. And anytime that you talk about the singularity, that is pretty much a good clue that physics doesn't understand what's happening right there. But we can understand really fucking close.
Oh. We can see Frodo in the mirror. Now we can see Brandon's butt in the mirror. In the Voyager record.
And he's sitting down.
It's the reflection of the Voyager record.
But we can understand like really close to that singularity. And it's like also with the Big Bang. Because you can say the Big Bang started with singularity. We can understand really close.
You need two to have a Big Bang.
What?
You need two to have a Big Bang.
You do need two to have a Big Bang.
2 to 5. I don't know.
We can get really close to understanding the physics. Really close in time to that Big Bang.
Yeah. 300. No, it's
a Planck length.
Oh God, it's 10 to the negative 32.
Yeah, the seconds.
Something.
Yeah.
After the Big Bang is where we get, and then earlier physics breaks down.
Exactly, and it's that very small time scale where new physics is going to happen.
Yeah.
Is it string theory?
But, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, and this is what I absolutely love about just science and technology is that we don't have the technology yet. You know, we don't. It's like we can think of these things, but we need to then develop the technology we need to then try to observe and figure out these things. And it could be something. Oh my God, Frodo, look at that face. Look at that.
He knows he was in trouble.
Oh
He's saying, "I'm sorry. I'm
loves
sorry,
him.
Daddy."
Oh my God, he's cute. Okay, so anyway.
Excuse you, Jackie.
You know, so, but there even could be where it's possible that we could never get to the point to develop what we need to understand, which isn't these things or the Big Bang, black holes or the Big Bang. We could never be able to reach the point of discovery of technological advancement to understand these things.
We
did talk about how cute Frodo was. Oh my God. Also, your reflection in the Voyager record was great. To highlight you comforting Frodo.
I gotta move that or something.
Look, you put it where it is. I don't know. I mentioned the reflection numerous times.
Yeah.
So one thing
Bobby.
so that's what I love is that we like it's we know that we don't know, and we know that we don't have the capability to know what we want to know, basically.
Right.
Like and it's, I don't foresee the Big Bang, before the Big Bang, prior to the Big Bang, or black holes fully being something that we understand in our lifetimes.
No.
Because
No,
I'm
we
not
won't.
sure what we need to develop to understand those.
We need funding first.
Well,
Okay, all right,
funding is
okay,
important, yes.
But is prior to the Big Bang
Yeah.
a question that we actually
Yeah, because
can answer?
yeah, well, I don't know, but is it something we want an answer to? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we want an answer to it.
Because we all like a true crime story.
No, we do. We do.
Is the answer like no?
We do. However, the first question is basically, let's understand the universe that we live in first.
Right.
Let's understand.
Let's look out for the asteroids that are in the glare of the sun.
Let's
is
understand girls first.
Look,
You know, it's like,
we're easy.
okay, I didn't know if you were getting down, Jackie. It's, you know,
He's fine.
yeah. All right, so I think physics doesn't care if there's a God. Physics currently does not care.
Physics it's just what it is.
Okay, you are getting
he's
down.
Oh, he's gonna stretch his little
He's gonna
legs.
stretch. It's gonna take an hour for him to get down.
Stretch little legs.
Oh, you did it, Jackie. So physics doesn't care if there is a God. Physics does not care if
Physics is just a math.
yes and no.
Well,
Physics
math and quarks.
physics is more than math. No, you can't get up here. You definitely cannot get up here. Physics is understanding the universe that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
The language of that is math.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
The math is what allows you to make those predictions, which is what science is based on.
So we need like a new Newton for new math to then explain physics we don't know yet.
We might need new math, but
I mean, at this point, can the new math and new physics come from a single person? It's that broad at this point. It's going to be a consortium
before
of
AI
Newtons.
kills us.
I think maybe this is wishful thinking. I think the math that we need to explain the universe is there now. It is the understanding of that math that we currently do not have, that we lack. And
Gotcha. So, okay.
And so that's what I think. I could be wrong. I'm sure that prior to Newton, people were thinking the math that we have that we need to explain the universe is here.
So this reminds me of a great quote, because this is going my second Mark Twain reference of the episodes. But Mark Twain has a quote that says, "Writing is easy. Just write down all the words and erase the ones that don't belong." So finding new math is easy. Just write down all the numbers and erase the ones that don't belong.
But some numbers are squiggly lines.
Some are squiggly lines.
Oh, it's a lot of squiggly
And
lines.
letters
Now,
and shapes.
the thing is, though, with physics, though, is you bring up the Big Bang. You're talking energies here.
Yeah.
There's no way that we could ever recreate the Big Bang.
What if the Big Bang, the energies, it's all ghosts?
It's all ghosts. I love it.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
I know, I'm too late for Halloween.
It's all ghosts. So
Ghosts all the way down.
So we can never recreate the energy, nor would we want to recreate the energy.
It's universe forming energy. If we recreated it, we would say goodbye.
So what string theory wants to explain is incredibly high energy physics
That we can't produce.
To
experiment.
However,
hence why it's.
However, string theory can make predictions about the energies that we currently maybe
Oh,
can
okay. I didn't see that.
can create
So it's
at
not
CERN.
simply a philosophy just because we can't
Right, but it
experiment to
hasn't made
prove
those
it.
yet. It has not
Right.
made those
Okay.
yet. And so until it makes those, it is a philosophy.
Yeah.
Now, if you have string theory that makes predictions about things that we can see at this energy, plus a little bit higher energy, which CERN can then get to eventually with technology, and it makes all those predictions correctly, then we're like, okay, there's something about string theory that is
Well,
correct. But for right now, it's just a philosophy.
so
But until that day,
what this then just pinged in my brain, and this is a foreshadowing for when we discuss our Cosmos with Cosmos book club Event Horizon Telescope book. What's it called, Brandon?
Einstein's Shadow.
Einstein's Shadow.
I read it so long ago. I'm in a
I'm
completely different
halfway
book now.
through it. I'm a little over halfway through right now. Anyway, so this just reminded me about how, okay, while coordinating these telescopes for interferometry, which is making a big telescope that serves by coordinating different telescopes to look at the same shit at the same time, basically, in a nutshell, they were basically having to upgrade these telescopes, upgrade the technology of these telescopes to do what they were wanting it to do, to observe the things that they wanted it to observe, because the technology inherent in, that was currently that the telescopes had wasn't good, and so it
wasn't sufficient.
It wasn't sufficient.
Yeah.
So this just kind of reminds me, like, okay, so we just need to, and this goes back to the whole connection between the advancement of society and the advancement of technology go hand in hand.
Right.
I'm not sold on that idea.
And it does in terms of also a religious aspect, that as societies developed and became more technologically advanced, and I don't mean technology necessarily in a zero and ones and electrical components kind of a technology, you see an evolution from a pantheon of gods to a monotheistic reign of gods as technology advances.
Brandon disagrees.
He has a face, but I have a degree in history. I know what I'm talking about.
I have a
All right.
master's in science policy.
Okay? This evolution has been charted. And why monotheistic religions are not at the forefront today due to our technological advancements. But I forget
I think
what
it's
my
a
initial
causation
point
thing.
is.
Yeah, because like technology shows like, okay,
So-
lightning, electrical energy. You get rid of the lightning god with
Yeah,
that.
because you figure out what fucking causes lightning. So, it's interesting because that, we don't know what we don't know.
Right.
We don't know what we're missing
Thanks, Donald Rumsfeld.
to understand what we want to understand. And so, but, and as it's shown in, say, like, our science fiction that we've created has been a little predictive in a sense, where
Okay, yeah.
you have science fiction that shows people working off of getting all information from one single device that's in the palm of their hands. What do we have now?
Ooh.
A single device in the palm of our hands where we get all of our fucking information. We have imagined what we want and then have developed the technology subsequently to deliver us what we've imagined.
Yeah, there was.
I do think some of it is survivorship bias as well in science fiction.
Is what? Survivorship?
Survivorship bias.
What is that?
So there's this great idea in World War II. They would look at the planes that would make it safely back and look at the bullet holes and go, okay, only planes that hit here are safe. So let's really create armor for the places that were hit, and that way we could make planes come back more safely. But places they were not hit, because when they were hit in those sections, they would die. So survivorship bias is coming back home and saying, oh, you were hit here, here, and here, and whatever. I'm bubbling this, but Same idea with the science fiction. The science fiction that we see today, that we think of the tablets, things that came true, is because those things came true. We have a multitude, an infinite amount of science fictions
Right.
that did not come true either.
I think.
Yeah, but it's also what we can divert our energies and resources to. Like, for example, with the Event Horizon Telescope, it was, hey, we need to be able to look at, to measure this specific like wavelength, the specific energy amount that we can't get to unless we have like super, like we narrow down, we're able to narrow down into the super specific bandwidth of wavelength of light or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so it was then people that then were like, okay, how do we adapt the technology that we have to be able to look at this tiny portion of light energy, basically, to even see the event horizon of a black hole, and yet they then were able to figure it out. So so it's like we imagine the things and then we figure out that technology to make that thing work.
Right. So
it's like what I forget what my original point was.
Sci-fi drives technology, and in some places drives science, and science drives sci-fi, which then starts the whole process over again.
It's very cyclical, you know. But so it's like, okay, are we going to reach a limit, or is that we can't conceive of a limit because we're nowhere near that limit, or we? Yeah, you know.
Of course we're going to reach a limit because there's only so much energy that you can.
Entropy
produce.
Can't be reversed.
And yes,
Hi, Jack. Thank you for joining us. We were supposed to end this like an hour ago, but here we are.
So there's a limit because there's only so much energy we can produce, and that energy is what you use to probe, early universe times.
But guys, we have a whole fucking star of energy we can utilize.
We do.
How do we utilize that shit?
Oh, Elizabeth's leaving too.
Bye, guys. Could we put funding into how do we utilize the energy of the super
we have to build a ballroom.
We gotta build a ball. Guys, what is life worth living if you don't have a gold-plated ballroom to dance in?
Oh, okay. All right. You said thanks, guys. So I thought you were leaving.
Okay. Thank you for sticking around.
Yeah, so I know, right? I think our priorities.
Oh, that's so.
And this is the hangover stuff. Our priorities are in the wrong place. Mm-hmm. Our priorities are on supporting kings. Our priorities.
You're welcome, Elizabeth.
Our priorities are worrying about, trans athletes.
Oh my God.
Our priorities are worrying about LGBTQ. Even though like gays are like, hey, we're not the priority anymore. I mean, you will be. So I mean,
no one could decorate that ballroom better.
I know, right? Why are we having Orange Guy? We need a committee of gays.
Should there be a committee of gays for everything?
I guess our priorities are in the wrong spot. It really, whatever advances us, if advancing science is going to advance technology. Technology is going to advance science, which is going to advance technology.
And also advances society.
Which advances society. Your cell phone, that fucking computer you have in your pocket, would not be possible without, let's just be honest, us going to the moon.
About the science improving society, are we better off that we have the nuclear bomb?
I think
So science doesn't
But-
always advance technology.
No, science
Doesn't
is
always
not-
advance society.
It's not
I
good for
apologize.
No.
humanity and other living species that we have a nuclear bomb.
So advancing
but-
just means changing in this case.
Look, what the engineers do, I have no control over. You know, but fundamentally, I think science does ultimately advance society because you can flip that coin. Now, I'm not saying nuclear bombs are a good thing,
No.
but the other side of that coin is
But indoor plumbing is very good.
the other side
Sanitation.
the other side of that coin is nuclear energy, which 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl aside,
Hey, guys, we
generally
got a whole
is
ball of
pretty-
nuclear
pretty
energy
safe.
about $93 million,
Yeah.
93 million miles away
yeah,
from us. That's pretty ripe for the taking.
and the true definition of renewable for right now.
It kind of shines constantly,
Yes,
at least for the next couple billion years.
yes.
And then it'll still shine, but it'll get even shinier and not great.
So I think there's a difference between science and what engineers do with the science.
Well, it's what the
You
people
know,
in power do with the science.
Because the science is science, right?
You can't change the science.
You can't change the science.
It's like
you
2 plus 2
cannot
equals 4.
change the
I
science.
can't change 2 plus 2 equals 4. Unless
Right.
I maybe add some squiggly lines into it, and then it won't equal 4 anymore.
Hey.
So, but you know what an engineer does with the science and makes a nuclear bomb, which, okay, I
we
I
have
really
been
hate
able to power spacecrafts through
With
utilizing
nuclear energy.
That's a
Energy.
different type of plutonium though.
Different.
But it
Not
comes
the
from the
deadly
same
kind.
source.
Not the deadly
It comes from the same idea.
So you're talking. You're basically. It's a difference between science and human morality.
Right.
Is what we're. You know.
I think that was the previous head of. Oh, I missed that. Nuclear science.
You know.
But I think we'll have the same conversation with Einstein's shadow in the next episode because there's lots of individual decisions impacting technologies down the road.
It is an interesting book, and I know my mom's finding it hard to get through because it is
Well, it's a science story,
it's
and
a
the
science
science story is a
story.
little bit different.
And even though I am taking long to get through it, just because I'm not a great reader,
You now have 2 weeks.
look, I'm halfway through.
I'm going to go back and highlight passages now.
I'll focus on it. But I do find it interesting because there's a lot of politicking in science and astronomy that you don't really think about that is highlighted in this, and to what has things could have gone wrong on a human level that have not that would not have led to EHT, which we are getting current news articles from the discoveries.
This is all
And
what we should talk about in 2 weeks.
And that happens with almost every science project is
Right.
individual decisions based on personalities impact the final result.
I mean,
but we will talk about that.
In 2 weeks.
at
In
the-
2 weeks, guys.
At the end of the day, science, whether the physics is what the physics is, but science is, at the end of the day, it's ruled by humanity and what we do with it and our own fucking dumbass brains. No matter how smart they are, our own interpersonal things and societal things and cultural things and political things that determine what we do with it and how it's used.
Right.
So
We'll have a good conversation.
it'll be fun, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to finishing it.
All right,
especially when I see all the
everybody,
stuff.
finish those up
I am the leader of this show.
in 2 weeks.
Thanks for joining
And
us on
then-
The Hangover, everybody.
And then we'll figure out what the next book is going to be. Oh, are you pushing me?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not your episode.
Oh,
It's mine
oh.
episode.
man.
Anyway,
My arm hurts now.
we meant to end this an hour ago, but Elizabeth had to ask a question about black holes, which delved into all of the morals
We
of science.
literally could have been done.
So thanks
and
for
done with our
joining us.
shots.
Reading is fun. I definitely support reading, even if I'm not a big reader.
Reading Rainbow.
the Reading Rainbow. Thanks for joining us on The Hangover. Check out our episodes on YouTube and Spotify. Check out our episode on Time. Follow us on all the things Cosmos with Cosmos or Drinking Cosmos on Twitter. We'll see you next time, everyone.
Cheers, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, I finished this drink in this universe.
You did it. I'm so proud of you. Let me get my mouse over to the YouTube stream.
In another universe, though, I have not even started. I have not finished that drink.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Cheers.
Goodbye.
All right, off. Leia, off.